we gotta go with dinosaur facts. Dun 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 da da da. He's a dinosaur. What do you think? He is a dragon. No, he's a dinosaur. Dinosaurs and dragons, fun fact, are the same thing. I mean, okay, honestly, guys, they're basically the same thing. I mean, if a Tyrannosaurus Rex showed up out in front of your house right now, I mean, it might as well be a dragon, okay? It's the closest thing to dragons that have actually existed, right? So let's just roll with it. Actually, today, for dinosaur facts, we are not talking about the T-Rex, no. So, occasionally, whenever I talk about dinosaurs, when I'm talking about, like, King or Queen or whoever in One Piece, I say Megalosaurus, like the Megalosaurus, and I'm like, halfway, like, wait, is the Megalosaurus a real thing, or is that something I've just heard, or am I just making stuff up because it sounds cool again, right? So, no, it turns out the Megalosaurus is a real dinosaur, and it's funny because it was actually the first dinosaur. Like, not the first dinosaur to ever... A dino store! Hey, check it out down the street! They're opening up a new dino store! No, it's, is that a store that sells dinosaur stuff, or a store that's run by dinosaurs? Either way, I'm game. Open up a dino store, okay? No, so... not the first dinosaur to ever exist, but the first dinosaur to be really, like, uncovered and properly named, okay? You know, and actually given classification and stuff. So, obviously, dinosaurs, after they got struck out by a meteor about 66, 65 million years ago, something like that, they were, you know, buried, you know, fossils in the earth, but, you know, for a very long time, human beings weren't really digging up random, you know, spots of earth, and even if, like a human, like, you know, back in the Stone Age or something, were to dig up, like, something, like an actual fossil or a bone, they're not going to really think of it. I mean, honestly, that might be like a semblance of like, oh my god, giants used to walk these lands, you know, or something like that. But it wasn't until the 19th century and the 1800s when archaeology started to actually, you know, become a thing, and people actually started to dig stuff up and be like, oh, hey, look, we found a very large bone. It must have belonged to an animal that lived a really, really long time ago. And so in 1824, the Megalosaurus was discovered, okay? The bone fragments, you know, fossils were discovered, and it was named Megalosaurus because in Latin it just means great or big lizard. So it's like the most basic name when it comes to a dinosaur, like big lizard, giant lizard, the great lizard. There you go, right? And it truly was, okay? Now, fun fact, even though it is, you know, the first dinosaur, actually, I think there were other, like, avian pterosaurs to be discovered first, but this was the first, like, proper dinosaur that we would know as a dinosaur, like the blue eyes white dragon, of course, to be discovered. We actually have yet to find a full, like, actual fossil of the thing, right? So we don't actually know what its head looks like. Like, here's an artist rendition, but it's mostly, like, just a head just as an idea, because we don't know what this thing fully looked like. Here's a rendition that existed in 1854. It's a statue. I don't know if the statue was made in 1854 or it was just based on the concept, but in 1854, this is what, you know, archaeologists at the time thought that it was. You know, it was a quadruped. It was walking around on all fours, going along to this more modern idea where it's bipedal, okay? So that's the basic idea. I mean, just because it was called Megalosaurus, you like to think that it was like the biggest out of all dinosaurs. It must have been dinosaurs. Oh, wow, okay, that's a verbal thing that's gonna be an issue throughout the rest of this. Okay, so yeah, we got to get some concept art of dinosaurs now. But anyway, no, you think Megalosaurus, like, oh man, that has to be the biggest dino of them all, right? No, not really. I mean, in terms of like what we understand with them so far, here's a size comparison to a human. But Megalosaur in the sense of like, not because it's the biggest dinosaur, but Megalosaur in the sense because it's the most basic, I guess. It's the first one, so it has the most common name, right? So go with that. Anyway, that was the first episode of Dinosaur Facts. Hope you guys enjoyed. Signing out. I'll see you back here next time. There are a lot of dinosaurs and pterosaurs. Pterosaurs are also included in this, okay? I actually have a book, I've used it before, of like a bunch, like a dinosaur encyclopedia. It got packed away. I still haven't found it. I don't know where it is, but I will find it at some point. But until then, let me know down below what are some of your favorite dinosaurs, okay? Because we obviously got to cover like the T-Rex and the, you know, Triceratops, you know, Ankylosaurus, you know, Brachiosaurus. We got to cover all of them, but there's just so many. We could literally do dinosaur facts for like 3 years and I would probably never run out of dinos to talk about, right? Well, anyway, thanks for watching. Comment down below. This will be Tekking, Barry, Panda Barry, and the Blue Eyes White Dragon Dinosaur signing out. Later, everyone.